My cookie's pretty much gone. So I guess I really should start recording. It's a really good cookie. It's not pumpkin flavored though, but I'm kind of glad it's not. But it's cute. Aloha amigos, I miss you. How have you been? How's your family? How's your dog or your cat? Your hair looks great today. I'm in the most ridiculous mood. I've had way too much coffee today. I have my little update list and I'm gonna pull up the Q&A questions that you guys asked earlier because it turns out that a lot of the update things are just the things that you guys were going to ask anyway. So I figured that this works pretty well, so don't mind me. Ooh, Raven Gregory, who's an amazing comic book writer, said that he's just finally getting around to watching Princess Mononoke, and I'm like, sorry, let me just comment on this really quick. Let me see, what was I already going to talk about? So we're in Seattle now, obviously, hence the new backdrop. This is the new apartment. It is a studio, so I thought it was advertised as a live-work loft, and a loft, by definition, is like how it has like a half of a second story, so where like we would have a stairwell and then the front, like the second story would come to like see where the wall ends right there, and it wouldn't be a full second floor, but it would be like the bedroom on top and then like the living room and pretty much everything else on the bottom. Wrong. They use that word, but they don't think that the word means what they think that it means, so it's a studio. So we went from a 2-bedroom plus my workspace to a studio, so that's a thing. So I've been, Dorothy and I, but she's a friend that I met back in Hawaii at our vampire LARP actually. So she and I and a couple of the other girls that are out here have been looking for a workspace that we can all share, like so we can use it as storage and so we can have desks and sewing machines and everything set up so we can clutter something other than our own houses. Obviously the studio isn't going to be like a permanent thing. We're actually looking to buy out here after maybe a year or so, hopefully, we'll see. It also depends on my job search too, you know. You're just like, everything is everywhere, so our workspace hasn't happened yet. So I got a storage unit down the street a couple of miles, and it's decently cheap, and I mean, I just had to. I'll do a house tour after there's more stuff put together, because right now it is ridiculous, and I have just finished taking a couple of carloads of stuff to the storage unit, and all the storage is my cosplay crap. So that should tell you, like, this is a problem. On the moving side of things, oh, the damage is, our furniture is pretty banged up, like our couch is cut up a little bit, like the corners have like all the upholstery ripped away, and the drawer, we have like a storage bed, so the drawer underneath the bed is like, the bottom is busted out, so we've got, and that's just like furniture stuff, and there's pieces missing, and you know, not the best moving situation that I've ever had happen. So yeah, I'm going to have to take a lot of pictures and get everything documented so that eventually, hopefully, we'll actually get some money back. Which is part of my problem right now, because like my costume stuff, like both of my sets of wings, trashed. Like one of them was a gift from Jessie, Phoenix Rising, and it's just completely demolished. Like they crunched them in half. Not like the wings fold like how they're supposed to, but like it's bad. They're destroyed. My other pair of wings that I ended up getting from Bethany ages ago, also destroyed. I didn't actually take my box of cosplay armor because I had too much armor and stuff to fit well into one of the giant Rubbermaid containers, and the movers did that anyway. So I'm really scared to open that up and see how bad it is. I'm probably gonna cry, but and what really sucks too is my princess dresses are screwed up, and that's one of my major sources of income, is doing princess parties on the weekends. So if I'm out, thank God, I think that all of my Princess Anna stuff is okay because she's so popular. I wonder why. It's not like Frozen was a thing. Thank God all my Anna stuff is okay, because that's my big one. But like, I have to buy a whole new Rapunzel dress. I think my Merida one got messed up. Like, some of the dresses have like sticky stuff on them, and it's like the kind of like adhesive where I don't think that I'm gonna be able to get it out without ruining the fabric. So that's gonna be fun to replace everything, and it's gonna take at least 6 months for any money to get back to us, and chances are they're not gonna try to give us the full amount that the dresses are worth anyway. So I'm gonna be hitting up secondhand, Angel Secret. All of the things that I want, like that I would be replacing, are Angel Secret anyway, so at least it's on the lower end of the commission spectrum. But yeah, on my list, do you like how I'm organized? I think this works better because I'm almost done with the list, and I'm not even 10 minutes in yet. Right now, my biggest stressor is looking for a traditional job. I'm still working online, and I still absolutely love it, and it gives me like the flexibility and the freedom that I need, but there's one of the projects has some stupid drama going on, which I can't really get into, but basically it's just more trouble than it's worth anymore. And also, my job, the headquarters is based in California, and California minimum wage is way lower than Seattle minimum wage. So if I would be able to get like any other job here, like anything, I could work at friggin' McDonald's and be getting way more money than I am online. But I mean, I very well could, so it's just a matter of, I'm trying to find something that actually uses my degree, so I would be paid like a triple what I'm making now. And I would like to have something that's a more traditional hours, like 9 to 5. I'm okay with being on call if there's like fires to put out, especially if it's like a social media style job or a marketing job or something like that. But I would like to have nights and weekends to myself for the first time ever, so I could do the princess parties, so I could have a regular streaming schedule, which is a huge thing that I want to do. I love streaming, like I adore it, but with job being so weird, it's really hard to find the time to, and especially considering I have to have something else for supplemental income, it's just, I would rather just take the time to have a normal job and have a little bit less flexibility when it comes to travel. As much as I love going everywhere and doing all these things, at least while I have like crazy amounts of student loans to pay, it's just, I have to prioritize, and that's how my prioritizing is going right now. But I do love my online job. Like, I love my coworkers, everything's freaking awesome. Like, if there was a way to make it work to where I could just like do that for like 2 hours a day, every day, and then have a normal job on top of that, that would be great. And then have my weekends to myself. But that's not a thing. I do have a really exciting lead. I'm trying really hard not to get my hopes up, but I have a really exciting lead at a really, really good company that I love, like personally. I'm not going to say more than that to jinx myself, like that would be weird, but I've got a really good friend of mine writing a stellar recommendation letter, and it's in my field, and it's just perfect. So cross your fingers, pray, just all the good juju that you have, send to me. Okay, so aside from that, kind of alongside what I was thinking with the traditional job, I'm starting to brainstorm the idea of a Patreon. I know it's kind of, I'm a little conflicted about the whole idea of Patreon, just because I feel like I don't produce the quality and quantity of work, mostly the quantity, honestly, that I would want to in order to feel comfortable starting a Patreon. But then I realized if I had the Patreon and it went well enough, that would give me the financial freedom and the time to produce the things in the quantity and the quality that would be worth having a Patreon for. So it's kind of a cycle, but I think that it's something that I would really like to look into, because I don't want to stop doing all of this when you guys enjoy it, and if I bring you guys some sort of happiness, I don't want to stop because of my responsibilities getting in the way, even though that is like, I don't want to, but I would have to. But if I did a Patreon, I wouldn't have to, because then not only would it start like paying for itself a little bit more, and I feel like I don't have the quality of the work to do like commissions and stuff, so I'm obviously not going to make money by that route. It's just so, I don't know. But anyway, Patreon. So some of you guys know that I have a background in fine art, so part of what I would like to do with Patreon is having like a monthly art piece that I work on, or a weekly even, depending on like tiers and stuff like that. So the higher reward tiers would actually get an original thing that I painted or I drew. I really like acrylic painting and working with charcoals and stuff like that, so that would be something that I would really enjoy doing. It would get me back in the artistic swing of things. I feel like it would be really good for my mental health, and I could give you something and I could start getting more money for it. I don't know, does that make sense? I would really like your opinions on it. So yeah, art, I could do more cosplay stuff, I could still do quality photo shoots, I could still do commissions from friends and people who do that for a living. I think that that would work really well. One-on-one gaming sessions, like Skype calls, stuff like that. So just different ideas for reward tiers that I had. I think that it could work out. And streaming regularly is going to be a huge thing, so that's going to be fun when it happens. Sorry, my little tripod is in the way of the icon that I need to click on, so I'm trying to like... Where is it? There you go. Okay. Oh, I already did that. Cool. Alright, so what other Q&As do I have? So Nick is asking about Rhode Island Comic-Con, which again I would love to go, but financially I just can't. So if you want to see me there, ask them to invite me as a guest. And if they don't, or if you don't feel like asking, that's totally okay too. A lot of my presence is online anymore, and that's totally fine. Eating what you want when you want is the primary reason why adulting isn't that bad. By the way, that pumpkin cookie from my Facebook earlier was delicious. Although, like, my coffee was pumpkin, so I didn't need a cookie that was pumpkin as well, you know? Are you doing okay with everything that's been going on lately? You've had a lot of changes, and we want to make sure you're taking care of you. To be honest, no, I'm not okay. And that's okay. Like, the fact that I'm able to objectively look at things and be like, here's my normal mental point, and here's my average right now. And ever since I lost Malo, I just haven't been doing okay with all the stress and everything. It's just been, depression has been kicking me in the ass lately. And I'm really good at happy facing it and stuff like that, but I'm able to subjectively tell you, like, no, I'm miserable right now. But I objectively know that it's going to be okay in the end. Like, emotionally and subjectively, no, like, I'm freaking out. But I know that it's going to be okay in the end, and I understand that I need to go get help, and so I am. I have a doctor's appointment set for 2 days from now, not tomorrow, but day after. I told them over the phone, they're like, what do you want to be seen for? And I'm like, so I have chronic depression, and it's been really bad lately, so please help. Also, I lost my emotional support animal, and I need to get another one, so I'd like to get a note for that if I could. And they're like, we're so sorry, like, we'll get you in, you're good. So, I mean... And here's the thing, you guys, mental health is just as bad as physical health. If you break your arm, you go to the doctor. If you're hurt in the head, you go to the doctor. Like, there's no shame in it. Like, there's nothing that you can do to stop it. Nobody chooses to have any sort of mental illness. So if you're struggling, get help. There's literally no difference. Just one's visible, the other's not. But I'll be okay. I'm taking care of me, and so you should take care of you too. What do I like to sing in the car? Okay, I love karaoke. So anything top 40s, Taylor Swift, I love her. I don't care what you say, I love Taylor Swift. Queen is probably my number one. Oh, I love Lynyrd Skynyrd. My mom got me addicted to Lynyrd Skynyrd when I was a kid. Pretty much anything. So yeah, top 40s, oldies, old rock, anything like that. Yeah. David asked, how's the new apartment working out? What's the extent of the damage from the move? I already pretty much covered that. How's Seattle compared to Hawaii? Weather, traffic, people, food. Okay, weather. Hi, poop, by the way. Love you. The weather is... They said that there was going to be a huge storm this weekend. That didn't happen. It just rained a bit. So, pretty similar to Hawaii, but cold storms instead of warm storms. But no, it's really nice. Like, we're close to the water, so the humidity feels really great for me. I'm not one of the people that does well in super dry areas, so that's a thing. And it's really nice to be able to wear, like, pants and like jackets and coats and like tall socks and stuff like that. It's so mind-blowing coming from a place where it's all like cutoffs and t-shirts and tank tops and stuff like that. So it's really great. Traffic, I haven't had to deal with the really bad traffic yet, but I hear that it gets really bad. So I'm fingers crossed not gonna have to deal with that too much. People are really nice here. Like, it's not as everybody's one giant family like you feel in Hawaii, but everybody's really nice, like happy to make small talk and like actually mean it. When I was moving stuff out of the car, I had like 3 people stop and ask me like, hey, do you need some help getting that in the car? And I'm like, oh no, I'm great, but thank you so much. I love this. And the food, the seafood's great. It's a different seafood, obviously. It's not just all like poke and ahi and oh, I do miss chicken lau lau. Oh, that was my favorite. Anyway, the food's really good. There's actually Mexican food here, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean, just a lot more of a selection. There's a Thai place that's like literally like an 1/8 of a mile that way, and I've gone there way too many times already. Like, I'm practically a regular there. It was great yesterday when I was waiting for my takeout. I always ask for a hot tea while I wait, and this time they just gave it to me like for free without asking. I'm like, yes, this is my new place. I'm a regular now, you guys. So the favorite song to sing to, already pretty much covered that. Taylor Swift and Send My Love to Your New Lover by Adele is my shit. New cosplay projects in the works. So I just finished Enchantress, and when I go to Hawaii again, I'm going to be shooting her. I just have too much that I already have that needs shot, and being out here now, it's a lot more difficult because I don't know anybody. I've got some leads on some new friends that are photographers, so hopefully I'll be able to make that more of a thing that I do consistently, is like go out, get shoots done, like hopefully once a week. I know that's lofty, but it should be able to work, and then I can actually get through this backlog of stuff that I have that I've been meaning to shoot, and then I could sell some stuff and make money. That would be great. But anyways, so aside from what I already have, I really want to make Nisa Ravane from Magic the Gathering, and I mean, honestly, right now, that's kind of the big thing that I'm working on, is Nisa and shooting what I have and replacing everything that was damaged. Like, that's my priority list right now. I don't have anything else, like, pressing right now. I would love to have new stuff, but I've gotta figure out my life right now. But also, hi Reed, I miss you. Okay, so that was all the questions that I had. That's kind of like a... God, I think that pretty much catches everybody up on everything. I am headed back to Hawaii for less than a week over Halloween. So if you're going to be in Waikiki on Halloween, find Enchantress, and yeah, that'll be super fun. I'm hoping to have some sort of meetup while I'm there, but we'll see if that actually pans out. We know how crazy everything gets. I will be back in Hawaii, leaving about like the 27th or something like that, and coming back on the 2nd, I believe. So that is where everything stands right now, and hopefully I will see you soon if you're in Hawaii, and if you're in Seattle, hopefully I'll see you probably after I get back, because it's already the 16th. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you super, super much. You're kind of awesome, and you take care of yourself, and I'll let you know how the doctor goes. And okay, bye!